Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about overconsumption and how to get out of this loop. As always, I'm going to speak from my personal life experience and I'm going to share how exactly I was able to get out of this loop, this pattern of constantly feeling the need to buy new things. So I feel like when it comes to overconsumption, it comes down to two things. One, we feel like we are lacking something internally and we are trying to fill this void with materialistic stuff. And then there's also this aspect of us getting programmed on a daily basis to buy new things. When you are scrolling on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you get haul after haul after haul. And every single day when we are consuming this type of content, we are getting programmed to buy new stuff. We are getting programmed to desire new things all the time. And then the ego kicks in, suggesting that if we own this item of clothing or this item of skincare, makeup, whatever it is, then our life will get better. Our life will improve, which is the biggest lie ever. To give you an example, recently I was on TikTok and I got shown a video with these beautiful glass drinking straws and they were Christmas themed. So they had these really cute little Christmas ornaments on it. And immediately my ego was like, I need this. I absolutely need this. And it was all coming from here. It was all coming from the mind, from the ego. Now, in exactly the same second, my consciousness, it came from down here, from my heart, was like, you've already got a set of glass straws in your kitchen. They're right there, in your drawer. They've got cute little flowers on them. So why do you need those? And then again, from here, my ego responded, yeah, but they're Christmas themed. And I don't have those yet. You see what the mind is doing? You see what the ego is doing to try to justify a purchase, to justify something you do not need, to justify buying something that won't bring you happiness, when here your heart, your consciousness is telling you it won't bring you happiness. So why do you want to buy it? And it's so beautiful to have this awareness of what is going on in our minds, to have this awareness of how we are being programmed. So in that moment, I could make a choice. I could either listen to my ego, be like, oh, these glass straws, they are so cute. Yeah, sure, I don't need them, but I really, really, really want them. Or I could listen to my consciousness who said, well, why would you spend 20 euros on something you do not need and then afterwards feel bad for spending 20 euros on something you do not need? Because that is exactly what's going to happen. The ego justifies a purchase, but then afterwards, after the 10 seconds of joy that item will bring into your life, you will feel bad about yourself because you know damn well you did not need that. So we have to recognize that we are in a loop, we are in a pattern, and in order to break this pattern, we need to create awareness. So most of my life, I felt like I was lacking something internally, and I was trying to fill this void with materialistic stuff outside of myself because that is what I was taught. That is what everybody was doing. And it worked for a few seconds. Every single time I would buy something, I would feel good about myself, but only for a short amount of time. And then I would feel bad about myself for buying something that didn't bring me joy in the long run. And also, it didn't fix the issue I was actually dealing with. Because when you are lacking love, joy, and happiness on the inside, materialistic stuff on the outside won't fix that. You can only fix that internally. So I was recently switching out my clothes from summer clothes to winter clothes, and I got out all of my jumpers and jackets. And then immediately my mind was like, oh, exciting, now it's autumn. Now we're getting into autumn, winter. So what jumpers are we buying? What jackets are we buying? And then I was looking at everything I already had and I was like, why would my mind, my ego immediately jump to, oh, it's a new season, what are we buying? When I've already got everything I need. And again, I was shown this pattern I was in because I didn't need anything, but my ego was suggesting that I needed something. Why? Because I'm getting programmed on a daily basis to buy new stuff. Or I was getting programmed for many, many years because I was consuming like fashion and beauty content for over 10 years. So my subconscious mind is programmed to think this way. So here's what I did to get out of this loop. First of all, we need to create awareness. Awareness of the mind. You need to be aware of your patterns and loops. Because without awareness, none of this will work. Awareness is key. Awareness is everything. And then once you have awareness, you can actively, consciously work on those patterns. You can start to consciously disagree with your mind when it is telling you, I need to buy this, like I did with the glass straws. My ego was telling me, you need to buy this. My consciousness, my awareness was like, actually, you don't need that. And then I can make a choice and I can choose my heart. I can choose what my consciousness says. And then when you feel like you are lacking something internally, you are lacking joy, you are lacking happiness, you are lacking a relationship with yourself, essentially, I would highly, highly, highly recommend the one-off sessions, the sessions I always recommend in my YouTube videos. And I will leave the link in the description of this video, because that is what helped me to understand what I was lacking and to find it within myself. These sessions will help you to create this awareness of why you are doing what you're doing, and they will also show you how you can heal this aspect within yourself. And then again, we need to be mindful of what we are consuming on a daily basis, because we are getting programmed. So when you're consuming all of these videos on a daily basis of people suggesting that you need to buy stuff, you constantly need to go shopping, you constantly need to buy new skincare, new makeup, new clothes, a new car, whatever, then you need to ask yourself if this is actually something that you should be consuming. Is this actually something that will help me in the long run? And if the answer is no, then you need to stop watching it. I stopped watching people who were trying to make me buy stuff constantly, because every single time after I was watching a haul, I went online shopping. It's the programming that needs to change. It's our subconscious mind that needs to change. Because I can guarantee you 100,000% materialistic items won't make you happy. They won't bring you happiness. They can't. You're the only one who can create happiness inside of yourself. A couple of days ago, I was actually going through all the online shops I had ever ordered from, and I actually felt quite sick. And I deleted all of my accounts, every single one of them. I just deleted them because I was like, I am so done with this. I'm so done with this loop I'm in. I am so done wasting my money on materialistic things that won't bring me joy. I'm done with it. And that was honestly the most liberating thing ever. I don't think I've ever written to so many customer service teams in my life, but it was so needed. It was so very much needed. And now it is my responsibility to maintain this, to not fall back into old habits and patterns again. Because online shopping, it is an addiction. It is a form of escapism from not wanting to deal with what is lacking on the inside, from what is actually going on inside of myself. So I can't allow myself to fall back into an old habit. Now, it doesn't mean that I will never buy anything ever again. It doesn't mean that I won't go shopping ever again. Of course I will. But I will do it intentionally. I will do it consciously. I won't get programmed by other people to buy something. I will do it because there's either a need for me to buy something, or I see something that will actually genuinely bring me joy. For example, if you see a jumper that you really, really like, and you know you will wear this jumper for years and years and years, and every single day, that jumper will bring you joy, why shouldn't you buy it? Of course you can buy it. I mean, I'm not the one to tell you what you can and cannot buy. I am simply here to create awareness. I've actually worked with quite a few people who have said the same thing. They are wasting so much of their money on items they don't need because it's an addiction, because they are lacking something. They believe something on the outside will bring them happiness. And then they actually get into debt. Like they buy stuff they can't actually afford because the ego is so strong The ego is telling them, you need to buy this, you need to do this, your life will change when you buy this, you will be more like this person when you do it, you will be more successful if you buy this. And this is where I want to create awareness, because we can't continue to live like this. We can't just go on like this. We can't enable people to push out this content that is creating so much pain and suffering for other people. Realistically, we can't blame anybody for the way this world is, because we are all enabling it. We are all playing our part in it. And in order to change, we have to change ourselves. I really hope you enjoyed today's topic and you got some guidance, some insight, and some help. Please let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comments. I'm sending all of you so much love, and I will talk to you in my next video.